Hello and welcome back to the Old Realms, and you know what? I'm gonna make the decision to create ourselves a vassalage, and so that is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna become a vassal for Mr. Carl here, and we are going to hopefully gain, well, we're actually gaining a significant amount of... Why is he giving me so many really good troops? Oh, I hate this guy now. Okay. I'm obviously joking. I don't hate him that much. But yes, this is a little bit of a problem situation now because he's literally given me 366 people. And I don't really have enough space to take all of them. But I will be taking as many as possible. And then I will literally just be sorting out as many of my people as I can into a tier. And then we are just going to get rid of the lowest tier of units. So for example, these guys. And there we have it. That's it. There you go. That's all I could really do. I mean, I could obviously do the Knights of the Blazing Sun. We could potentially get those and the Empire Reichsguard Knights instead of the Outdoor Companymen, which is pretty good. So let's do that. Blazing Sun Initiates. No, I'm fine with that. Okay, so we are just going to go forward. And he's going to give me a sword. This obviously doesn't really do much for me. As you can see, I have actually changed my gear around a little bit, because I made about 100,000 in gold, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to buy some stuff. And so I went to the nearby marketplace, and I found a couple of pieces, not everything, but I did find a couple of pieces there. Each one was about 10,000, so not that expensive. I think I purchased 2 pieces or 3 pieces or something like that. And yeah, so there you go. Anyway, so now we are a vassal. This is going to be very important. Okay, this is going to be very important. I'm going to be going for Famous Commander here. I've been leveling up, as you can quite clearly tell. I have been trying really hard to get as much, well, as much of everything as I possibly could in my off-screen time, because this is one of those times where you really do need to, you know, if you're creating a series on it like I am, you do need to go off-screen and just grind and grind and grind. And basically all I did was I just went up here around the Beastman HERDSTONE and just fought a bunch of Minotaur parties and stuff like that. But I haven't taken out the Beastman HERDSTONE itself. And so I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? Let's go over there and actually see what we can do. Because I think that's going to be really fun. And maybe we'll get something really cool out of it. And we're going to get Doctor's Oath too, which is obviously going to be maybe good. Yeah, it's a little bit... I'm a bit in two minds about that, to be honest, because Doctor's Oath doesn't really help us that much for prestige. And that's the main reason why I have become a vassal now. Because if I can capture something, if I can capture a castle, or if I can get lucky enough to capture a town, then we're going to have the ability to hopefully generate prestige from that. I don't know whether that is 100% certain, because I have... I've only done vassalage with dark energy, and that did get us dark energy. So I was kind of hoping that maybe, you know, maybe we'd get a little bit lucky with this as well. Anyway, so as you can see, I found a Bright Wizard Staff. That's really nice. I found a helmet as well as a cloak and indeed a robe too. So pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Let's go in here. Let's see what we can do against these guys. I have been exploring a couple of the other things that our class can actually do as well. Like, for example, the Power Stones. They're very enjoyable to use. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough Winds of Magic to be able to make that work. In my opinion, at least. I think it definitely is. It is a definite possibility, but it is going to restrict us a massive amount at this point in the game. So we're going to need to level up our spellcraft much more before we can adequately do that. Funnily enough, oh, we leveled up. Okay, that's nice. Funnily enough, my armor is better. Is actually better with the Bright Wizard armor than it ever was with the Light Wizard armor, and that's the reason why I'm alive right now. I expect, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have been. But yeah, that's pretty funny, and it's up. Oh, well, there you go. That is a wonderful first battle for this episode, isn't it? Yeah, that was great. Anyway. As you can see, we basically lost no one. We got 5.8 renown. Pretty decent amount of renown, surprisingly enough. Kind of weirded out by that because I have been fighting and fighting and fighting. And every single time I fought one of these Beastmen parties, you know what I'd get? I'd get 2.4 renown or something along those lines. Something really, really low. And it was always extremely disappointing to see that because I'm trying to get as much prestige as possible, you know. I'm trying to level up all my people. As you can see, I have 38 Griffin Initiates. These guys take 15 prestige per level up. Yeah, it's a very harsh existence, is it not? Yeah, very, very harsh indeed. Okay, so we are going to be attacking these Beastmen Raiders in just a moment, and then I'm going to be going into the HERDSTONE. I think that's going to be a huge amount of fun. So let's go in here. We're going to use our oh yeah, am I full HP or do I have any HP or oh dear. We might have some issues actually now. No, I'm at a decent amount. Okay, I've got 50%. That should be enough if I don't get shot instantaneously. However, I'm going to tell my people not to charge in just yet. We're just going to tell them just to hold position just a little bit down here, just to make sure that they're close enough so that they can immediately charge if needed. And we are going to do this. Boom. Oh, I love it. I love it. Every single time we have a spell that is capable of doing something like this, I always just go, yeah, I love that. That is so much fun. All right, let's see what we can do. 3 seconds, 3 seconds. I want to kill that Minotaur if at all possible. It's a bit difficult to hit them from the side here with a slow-moving projectile, so let's see if I can get slightly better positioning, and then boom. Nice. Oh yeah, because bear in mind that Fireball actually does apply a damage over time effect, and I was kind of hoping that that was going to be somewhat useful here. Nice. Nice. Yeah, this is the reason why I use a lance as well with this character, because, I mean, frankly, it is just so much better than the staff. However, obviously, there are ways that you can get one-handed staves or scepters, and those will provide you with a slight benefit to a certain spell school. And that can do some pretty, you know, that can be very valuable. That can be very valuable because then you can use a one-handed with that. And then you don't have to worry about your staff being completely useless in melee combat, and you can be a little bit more effective. But yeah, that's fine. Not really necessary for me because, as you can see, we got 16 renown, 26 influence, really, really nice, and we got exactly 69 prisoners. Very good, or should I say, nice. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so, yeah, we will actually just go back to the town because we've gotten some really, really good stuff right now. And then we are going to make a beeline, okay? We're going to go straight for the HERDSTONE after this. We need to go straight for it. And, oh yeah, I haven't spec'd my career points. Oh yeah, that's super funny. Yeah, that just goes to show how much I care about those career things until Clan Tier 4. I am almost Clan Tier 4, by the way. It's taken me a huge amount of time to get there, but I am almost there. Hopefully we're going to be getting there in this episode. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe we won't. It very much depends. But yeah, I'm very much hoping that we will. And there's another 63,000 in gold. This is the reason why I thought to myself, hey, being a mercenary, it's all very well and good, and it's all fine and, you know, and everything if you want to generate as much cash as possible. But the Old Realms is so really well balanced when it comes to its economy that you don't really need to do that so much. You can do it initially just to kind of get yourself off your, you know, off your like level 1 to level 10, maybe even to level 20 self. And then once you get a little bit higher than that, because as you can see, I'm level 19 right now. So technically I joined as a vassal when I was level 18. And I personally think that that's a pretty cool, you know, pretty nice level to do that. We're going to be going for another point in athletics, I think. Yeah, I think in athletics, why not? And we have 3 career points, as you can see. So what are we going to go for? Well, we can go for this. Your spell damage is increased for 30% during Arcane Conduit. Not a big fan of that, if I'm honest. The main problem with that is that You're very slow. You can do some pretty amazing damage with that, though. Your spell damage increased for 30%. By 30%. That is an incredible amount. This scales with leadership. I'm kind of wondering... let's see. Yeah, no. You know what? Okay, fine. We're going to do this, and we're going to see how it goes. I think this is probably going to be better. Because it scales with leadership. So maybe I should do that instead. Should I do that instead? Okay, fine. Let's try that out. Yeah, I mean, we're losing the 20% extra ward save, but I'm not sure how much that really helps me, to be honest. I really don't. Okay, yeah, well, whatever the case. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I am ready. I am excited. Let's go for it. And we'll see if we can... make a good go of things. I really hope that my faction is going to declare war on someone soon, because if not, I'm going to have to be the one to take the, shall we say, take the initiative, take the reins, as it were, and try to see if I can cause some war with some neighboring faction, because as it stands, if I, if I don't have any, any fiefs to capture, then... how am I going to earn prestige, It needs to be done. Yes, it needs to be done. Okay, so let's see. Let's see now. Oh, I love it. I love it. That is such a fantastically satisfying nuke of a spell. Unfortunately, Fireball is now on a 22-second cooldown instead of 15 seconds. That's a pretty big difference, actually, surprisingly enough. Okay, let's see. Just gonna charge these guys in. I kind of want to use Fireball again, but the old, as you know, the old adage is never use Fireball when you're too close, with all your other people and everything. So I might just use this instead. Gonna use Cinder Blast a little bit. As you can see, Cinder Blast does not scale with fire damage bonuses, or even with magic damage. It seems to scale with physical. Which is, well, I mean, there is nothing that can scale off that. There are no magical items that improve physical damage as far as I'm aware, unless there are some hexes or curses or something along those lines that maybe another spell school can, apply to the opponent, and then you might be able to get something going. That would be pretty cool. But anyway, there you go. That is indeed a victory for us, and that is it for another party, another 13 renown for that. I am, as I say, pretty close, I think. Pretty close to Clan Tier 4, and it would be wonderful if we could get there in this episode. That's the reason why I wanted to go for the HERDSTONE. I am going to very quickly go back to Altdorf because I ran into those guys and I wasn't planning on actually fighting them, but I'm going to go back here, sell everything that I have, sell the prisoners, sell the loot, and then we'll make our way back to the HERDSTONE itself. Wow, there are a load of Beastmen raiders coming our way. That is actually insane right now. I could technically go in there and fight these guys too, and we could gain a significant amount of experience from that. But I'm not sure. Do I want to do that? That's the question. I don't really want to be honest. But this is the reason why. I mean, look at this. This is the reason why I became a vassal. Look at my prestige. I have been fighting. We fought two Beastmen Raider parties, and they're pretty. I mean, they're not difficult to defeat for me right now because we're actually pretty strong with all of our, relatively high level troops and everything. But they don't really give a huge amount of prestige. I have been fighting so many Beastmen over the course of my off-screen time as well, and I have literally not gained anything at all from that. I gained maybe about 150 to 200 prestige total, and I think that's insane. So anyway, we're gonna go in to the HERDSTONE. Let's see if we can achieve victory. I didn't save before this, so I'm a little bit worried. Should I? Oh, I'm worried about this now, actually. Ooh, okay, never mind. Okay, we spawn in the water. All right, that's fine. Let's see. Okay, so there are huge amounts of enemies. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to just try to hit them as hard as possible with a couple of fireballs, and then we might actually end up retreating. We might just retreat, because what I ideally want to do is just to farm some experience. That's all I want to do. I just want to come in here, farm some experience, get out, and then, you know, come back in at a later point. Oh, wow, that's a lot of people right there. Let's do it. Oh, do you see that? How many kills did we get right there? How many kills did I get? I have no idea, but that is pretty incredible. We got 59 kills in one spellcast. I don't know how many there are going to be. I mean, yeah, they're going to be spamming a huge amount of a huge amount of units at us right now. So this is somewhat problematic. I'm not sure if they're actually going to even be coming our way. Are they even coming, or are they just going to stand there? They might just stand there. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Okay, not great. That was not a good usage of Fireball, I've got to say. That was not a good usage whatsoever, because all the Minotaurs are standing back. And as you can see, yeah, I'm going to die here. Alright, that's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about it. That's really not a big deal. All I really cared about was using our Fireball initially here and getting out. Can I make my way out? Yes, I can. These guys are going to move really, really slowly. But look, there's 330 of these guys. We might be able to go back in and actually fight them. And maybe even win. And this is going to be a huge renown payday for us. Very, very important that we do it. So let's see. Mounted melee kills, I guess. I don't know what spells really count as for the annoying buzz. Because mounted ranged attacks technically are, you know, archery and guns and things. And obviously melee is melee, so not entirely sure what's going on with that. But anyway, let's see. What else do we want? What else do we want? Do we want polearms? Do we want one-handed? Do we want something else? Medicine, maybe? I don't know. Maybe engineering? Maybe engineering. Let's go for a little bit of intelligence here as well. And we've got another career point to spend. So I guess we'll go for that 25% spell cooldown reduction. I guess that sounds pretty decent. I don't really care about magic spell damage right now, because that doesn't help me. Funnily enough, I feel like that doesn't really help me. So what I'm going to do is, I think... no, there doesn't seem to actually be anything really necessary right here, so I'm not going to do anything with that. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so as you can see, look at this. I need 58 renown to get to the next tier. And I wonder, do you think I can do this if we fight these defenders and actually achieve victory? This is going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very, very hard right here. Maybe we're going to have some issues. I wish I had an actual... I wish I had an actual guy that could heal us, but my life wizard I don't think has that spell. So I am going to... I really want to go in here. Alright, so I've decided to go in. Let's hope that my spellcasters are actually going to do something. We really need them to here, and if they don't, we're going to have some huge problems. But, you know, that's how it goes, isn't it? Yes, that is indeed how it goes. So let's see. Yeah, my spellcasters are actually doing something. I hope that they're going to do a little bit more than what they're doing right now. That was a hugely terrible hit right there, but I guess what else can they do? I don't know. I'm going to tell my cavalry to charge in now, and then we're going to do another massive bombardment right there. Yes, wonderful, wonderful, perfect, perfect, perfect. And how many have I killed so far? Only 54. Only 54. Not exactly good. Definitely something that I would prefer to have done more damage on. We can do some damage with Cinder Blast. That is terrible. Okay, Fireball is coming. Fireball is ready. Let's do this. Nice. Okay, that was good. That was good. I'm going to switch to my lance here. Going to do some damage to these guys. We might be okay just through the sheer grace of our cavalry. That is it. That literally might be the only reason why we're going to achieve victory here. Going to use Cinder Blast on this. Nice. Kill the Minotaur right there too. And can I use my... No, I still cannot use this. 40... Why is it 40 seconds until my ability is ready? Wow, that's a long time. Okay, well, can't do much about that, can I? Okay, these Minotaurs need to die. I need to actually start focusing them down, to be honest. Oh, no. Don't get hit by them. This is a harsh one. This is a harsh one. Nice damage, nice damage. Yes, that's what we like to see. 8 points! I just got 8 points in pathfinding? No, in polearms right there. Okay. Pathfinding. That's a warband thing. Yeah, anyway, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to tell everyone to charge in now because most of my horse archers are not doing anything because they are primarily gunners. And they're literally just... I mean, they are doing a good job, but, you know, they're shooting everything. I'm going to use my arcane conduit now, as you can see. It is helping us. At least a little bit. And I think we're good. Yep. I think we are indeed good. As you can see, this was a lot faster as well. We didn't have any issues moving around while we were using Arcane Conduit, which definitely means that when we have to use it in a troublesome situation, we're gonna have no problem running away or using our mount or anything like that. So let's hope. Let's cross our fingers. Yeah, look at that. We got it. We made it to Clan Tier 4. I did end up losing 28 people, but most of those were Griffin Initiates and Altdorf Company Sergeants, which I do not mind. I think that is perfectly acceptable. We got 16 skill points in leadership as well, which is obviously amazing. And we are then going to be able to capture a bunch of these guys. They're going to sell for so much cash. And what's really funny about this... Look at the amount of prestige I got. You see the amount of prestige I got for that? I literally got what? I don't even know how much I had when we started, but if I had 0, we got 158 for this, which I personally still feel is not good enough. I don't think that's good enough for such a huge amount of enemies. We literally fought 330 enemies or something like that right there, with a massive amount of Minotaurs as well. And I'm not entirely sure how we even managed to do that, to be fair. But anyway, ransom my prisoners, 14,000 for them. We're going to go into the tavern and we're going to get this gold wizard, because obviously he's going to be extremely powerful for us, hopefully. I'm kind of hoping that we're going to find some bright wizards, but for some reason I've never found one. I don't know why. I guess it's just because I wasn't looking for them beforehand, but now I am, and I'm not finding them ever. So yeah, a bit weird. Anyway, let's have a look, see if I can maybe find some more Bright Wizard stuff. I found a Bright Wizard cape, there it is. I already have one, of course, so they're not necessary. I'm looking for braces. Yes. No, they don't have any, unfortunate. Okay, so we'll just sell all of this. As you can see, we're getting 45,000. Yeah, 45,000, actually 46,000 from this. And... we are now at 186,000, which is pretty good. And yeah, are we Clan Tier 4? Yes, we made it. Look at that. We made it just about. And now we can take a look at the new career options, which I'm very excited about. So let's take a look here. All right. Increase hex durations by 50%. I don't care about that. Wins regeneration. That's really nice. Recover 80% used prestige from used power stones. Okay. I think that's good. Anyway, for every varying Imperial Wizard, reduce the Power Stone wins upkeep by 5%. Yeah, so Power Stones are these things that you can apply to your troops. That's another one of the utilities or functionalities that I wanted to show you. So I will show you after this. And then the last one here, cooldown reduction is increased by 50%, which is really nice by the looks of things, and additional usage. So in other words, you have 2 uses of a spell. I actually don't know what this means. I guess we'll find out. And ooh, now this is pretty amazing. Spell damage of companions is increased by 20%. Spell effect radius is increased by 20%. Increases spell effectiveness by 20% if your armor weight is less than 11. which is what we have, or we should have. For every Imperial Magister in your party, your maximum wins increases by 4. And on top of that, Arcane Conduit resets the cooldowns of spells, halves duration, and doubles gain. An additional usage. Okay. I don't know what additional usage means, but I think that sounds pretty cool. I don't really know about that whole, hex duration thing. I think that if you're using hexes, obviously that's going to be fantastic and very, very good for you, but generally for me, I don't think that's going to be particularly useful, but maybe it is. Who knows? Maybe it is. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing Storyteller because every companion gains 1,000 experience in a random skill every single day, and if they are mostly speccing into Spellcraft, we can only hope that that's exactly what they're going to get. So as you can see here, this guy has 4 points focus in there, and hopefully he's going to continue doing that. This guy only has 3 in it. What is he actually doing? Some of these guys are super weird with their focus points, because look at this guy. He's got 1 in bows, 1 in crossbows, 1 in throwing. Oh, I don't even know. Sometimes the AI is kind of weird when it comes to this sort of thing, so I might respect those guys too. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.